And today we will be doing assignment number 5, question 3, winning, losing, and drawing positions. So that is the question as follows. We're going to just jump right in. So remember that in a win, lose, draw game, we're going to adopt the view of player X. If the position you are in is 1 away from where player X can force a win, then the game is in a winning position. However, if you're in a position where your opponent can force a win on their end, the game is then in a losing position. So just keep that in mind as we work our way through this problem. So let's think about this game like the Take 2 or Take 3 game that we played in class as an example. For this question, we're going to rename the game as Take 3 or Take 4 because that's how many pennies we're taking from the 100 integers. Speaking of the integers, they are from 0 to 100. So I just went ahead and I wrote this out right here. And let's remember that if every move results in a losing position, then the game is in a winning position. If there is at least one move which results in a winning position, then the game is currently in a losing position. So if every move either results in a losing or a drawing position, then there is a move that would result in a drawing position, which is what we just said, and then the game is also in a drawing position. So these are going to be really important as we work our way through this problem. So keeping them in mind, let's try and find the pattern. A good way to begin is to start at the end of the 100 integers, which would be 0, because the person who removes the last 3 or 4 pennies is the winner of the game and leaves the game in the winning position. So I did just make a little legend here, win, lose, draw, so W, L, and D. Just keep that in mind. There's the first 40 numbers right here. 0 is at the end because 0 is what puts the game in its last winning position. So that's a win there. 1 is in a drawing position because there is not a move that results in a winning position from this point. It is impossible for either player to remove any more pennies because they can only take 3 or 4. Therefore, the board's in a drawing position. 2 is also in a drawing position for the same reason. 3 is in a losing position. If you move your position into a 3, this automatically gives your opponent the opportunity to take all the pennies and move the game into a winning position. Therefore, player X yourself would be in a losing position, and we don't want that. 4 is also in a losing position for the exact same reason. 5 is in a drawing position because the next move means the game will be back at 1 or 2, which we've already determined our drawing positions. 6 is also a drawing position. Again, the next move will put the game into a position that leads to at least one drawing position. That's one of our rules. Our first winning position, first winning position for the game other than 0 is going to be 7. Removing 3 or 4 pennies from this position will always result in a losing position. Therefore, the game's in a winning position. 8 is in a drawing position because of our rules. 9 is in a drawing position. And I made little notes on the side you can also read. 10 is in a losing position. 11 is also in a losing position. 12 is in a drawing position. And keep in mind, everyone, I got these answers by just simply using our rules. 13 is also in a drawing position for the same reason as 12. 14, finally, we have another winning position because taking away 3 or 4 pennies results in a losing position for your opponent. Therefore, the game is in a winning position for yourself. Let's notice the pattern. Drawing, drawing, losing, losing, drawing, drawing, win. Drawing, drawing, losing, losing, drawing, drawing, win. So this pattern, we notice, will continue all the way up to our final number of 100 for the same reasoning as all the explanations just given. We're just following the rules. Therefore, we notice a winning position can only occur if your number is a multiple of 7. Everyone pause the video. Feel free to grapple with this. Find all the multiples of 7 you can up until 100. This is the list that I came up with. We know from the pattern that the 2 positions before a winning position are both drawing positions. Therefore, 99 and 100 are drawing positions. Since the initial position of the game is drawing position, this game has a drawing strategy for both players. So a short explanation of that. We know this because player 1 will start the game with a drawing strategy. They will put the game into a drawing strategy by moving to 97 or 96, and then the player 2 will then remove 3 or 4 pennies and keep the game in a drawing position to 94 or 93, and the pattern is as follows. Awesome.